What's up, world of YouTube? Juice 2525 here with another unboxing. And as you see here, we have the new Twilight Zone, which was the Twilight Zone from the 80s, kind of a remake, if you will, of the original 1960s Rod Serling Twilight Zone series. So just picked this up. Shout out to eBay, of course. Excellent find. It's only 25 bucks. I got it for 25 bucks with free shipping, so can't go wrong with that. Grew up in the 80s, so I remember watching this on television and was pretty creepy at the time. I'm sure now it's going to be a little cheesy, but even then, it's a series that was close to my heart. Of course, you can't compete with the original Twilight Zone, but I thought this was a nice collection to find, and I was surprised that they actually made it, to be honest. Well, let's go ahead and take a look, crack it open, and see what's inside. All right, guys, so let's take a look here. As you see, the front of the box, the most original and celebrated stories of the bizarre and unexplained. And of course, it's the complete collection. I believe it was 3 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. So it was nowhere near as long of a series as the original Twilight Zone, but it was still pretty cool nonetheless. So let's take a look. So as you see here, we got spine here, the complete collection, new Twilight Zone, 13 DVD set. Got the back here, and you're welcome to pause that if you like for a brief synopsis. And it looks like we've got some pictures here. Directors Wes Craven, William Friedkin, Joe Dante, John Milius, Peter Medak, Tommy Lee Wallace, Martha Coolidge, and I missed that, Alan Arkush. So pretty awesome. Wes Craven, looks like that's Bruce Willis. It looks like we got a couple of famous actors there as well. Looks like, wow, Morgan Freeman. Should be pretty interesting to check those out and see them back in the mid to late 80s. So, all right, let's flip this bad boy open and take a look-see. So let's see, it looks like, okay, yeah, same thing, most of the original bizarre. Now, I wish they would have put something, at least a cover image or something in the background. I mean, just have a plain black, DVD case just with the text on it. But the logo is pretty cool, but I mean, I wish they added a little bit more to it. Now, one thing to keep in mind as you see those ratings there, this one is an Australian edition. Now, I double checked; it does play in my Blu-ray player, DVD player that I have. So the reason I went for this edition is that with the American edition or U.S. edition, the discs were all just stacked in a cardboard sleeve or spindle. So they were just all stacked one on one another in the case itself. So I really didn't dig that. So I noticed that these ones had individual season cases. So I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and show you guys one by one here, the cases, and then of course we'll look inside them. But as you can see, season 1, season 2, and of course, assuming, and should be correct, season 3. So I really dig how, they have the individual cases for each season, and you're able to, of course, just have those in cases. And of course, me being a collector and, of course, having these, these discs, I want to make sure, of course, that they're protected. So that's one thing that I definitely wanted to have in my collection. So let's take a look at season 1 first. So season 1. Oh, I already popped the discs open there, so it's kind of ironic that I was just talking about that and that happened. So let's see here. So we have Twilight Zone, season 1, yep, disc 1, disc 2. So quite a few discs. I kind of do like how it has a little hazy effect on the disc. That's actually pretty cool. Same thing, would like to have some sort of imagery in the background, but it's a standard DVD release, nothing too fancy. So as you can see, it's gonna have the disc number, shock. Looks like that's the producer, and then we have of course CBS Video. And let's take a look. So it looks like there's some episode listings on the case itself. So let me go ahead and kind of zoom in a little bit so you can get a better look at that. So you're welcome to pause it if you like. I'll kind of scroll down a little bit so that way you can see the episode names for those that might be familiar with some of these episodes. And, you want to make sure that, of course, that they are on here, which they should be. But, of course, there's some classics and there's also some duds. But overall, it is a complete collection. So let's go ahead and snap this guy back in here. And let's see if there's any additional episodes on this side. It doesn't appear to be. So no, just good old plain black background there. So, all right. So we'll go ahead and move on to season 2. So season 2, awesome little purple background. Oh, and the discs are even match as well. So that's pretty cool. I like how they went with the theme there. All right, season 2, disc 1. Yeah, that purple looks really cool actually on the disc. And let's take a look here. So same thing. You're welcome to pause. You'd like to take a look at the episodes and see if your favorites are on this pack. It's kind of tough to see with this little tab here. And same thing. We'll double check the back side here. Now, one thing I noticed, of course, it looks like maybe due to shipping, the little center spindles are popped out of the case, which you can get that fixed, but that's kind of a bummer. So, yeah, should be nothing too crucial, though, to get taken care of. Oh, and I didn't realize that there was info on the back of the box as well, on the back of the case. So, some images there. Now let me go ahead and let me double check the first season here. Yep, it looks like I missed that as well. I apologize, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look-see there. Good old young Bruce Willis with all his hair. And of course, feel free to pause at any moment to check that out. And let's go ahead and move on to last but not least. We have season 3. So of course it looks like we've got a green effect there and green coloring on the disc, so pretty cool as well. So let's go ahead and pop this puppy out, and I'll go ahead and show you the episode listing on season 3. Bear with me with the glare there. Here we go. And feel free once again to pause at any time if you want to take a look at those titles of those episodes. So then, hey, this one actually stayed intact, so awesome. So we got the discs there, nothing fancy on the back side there, but we'll go ahead and flip the entire case over and take a look at the information there. So, all right. So overall, awesome series. As I mentioned, was it better than the original? Absolutely not. But it was a 80s staple of mine, and I really enjoyed it when I was a lot younger. So this is the new Twilight Zone. Feel free to ask any questions, guys, if you like, and of course, always like this channel and subscribe. I appreciate you checking it out, and we will talk to you soon.